Hi guys, I just wanted to do a really quick video to update you all on how I'm feeling in terms of my MS with my Tysabri and everything. So I'm now in the third week since my first infusion, and in my last video I told you all how great I was feeling and how fantastic everything was. Before I went for my infusion, I actually felt the best that I have felt since long before my diagnosis, really, long before, possibly even before I had Dylan. And then about a week after I made that last video, I was hit with headaches and sickness, and I get quite a lot of sickness with my MS anyway, and I just control it with antiemetics, but I was finding that I was having to keep myself dosed up like all day, and these headaches, they weren't my usual headaches that I get at all. They were like pressure headaches, like my head just felt like it was going to explode. I don't know if you've ever stood up really quickly and suddenly your head feels like it's going to explode. It was like that, but sorry, my phone's going up. It was like that, but it was permanent, and it was getting unbearable to the point where it started giving me daily migraines, and it went on getting worse and worse and worse to the point where I was in tears every evening. And I spoke to my nurses, and they just wanted me to keep a headache diary. I felt so bad that I was seriously reconsidering the whole Tysabri treatment, if I'm being completely honest. And because I thought, when it first started, I thought, well, my body's just got to get used to the drug, I don't have to go through this for very long. But it was so bad that I didn't want to go another day, let alone another, few months waiting for my body to get used to it. So yeah, I told my nurses that I was considering stopping it, and my nurse here doesn't really know much about Tysabri, but my Southampton nurse said just to keep a headache diary, and not to like jump to the conclusion that it is the Tysabri causing it, because it could be something else, which it could be. But it's a bit of a coincidence, These headaches and migraines have been so disabling, and emotionally it's really getting to me, because I felt so good, and I was feeling mentally as well really good. To have this, it really knocked the wind out of me completely, and I got really down. Like I said, I started to cry, not just because of the pain, but because I was really pissed off. But yesterday I noticed that I still have the headaches, but I noticed that I was sleeping a little bit better. As you can see, I've not really been sleeping, I'm not wearing any makeup or anything. Yeah, and I'm not taking so much medications and everything. My sickness has almost completely gone. It's still there. Like, if you've ever been pregnant, pregnancy sickness, and it just after it's really bad and it just kind of hangs around here, that's where it is at the moment. But it's been manageable, and like I said, the headaches are nowhere near gone, but I'm managing them a lot better, and they're not turning, touch wood, they're not turning into migraines the past couple of days, so hopefully that's it over with. But as you can imagine, I was very scared that it was the Tysabri, because I've been so excited about this drug, and to have this and to start thinking of discontinuing it because it was that bad, it wasn't a very nice feeling at all. So, but yeah, this is now the third week, and my next infusion is on Friday the 10th, so not long. I don't know when. I'm actually having to check my calendar. See, I've also, because of the pressure headaches, any EMSer will tell you about the brain fog. My brain fog's been ridiculous because all that's been in my head is this pressure. I've experienced pressure headaches before, low pressure headaches, which once had me screaming for the paramedics to kill me. That was something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, but this is like, this literally feels like the front of my head is about to explode. Kind of wish it would, actually. It hurts that much. But, right, where are we? Yeah, Friday the 10th. So that is about a week and a half, just over a half away. So yeah, I went from deciding to not continue with it to up until yesterday, and I thought to myself, well, they're not so bad now, maybe give it another go. Hopefully it was nothing to do with the Tysabri, but if it was, then I hope I don't have to go through that again, because it really was awful. I can cope with normal headaches. I get headaches all the time, but that, when it was constant 24 hours a day for 2 weeks, I was in hell. And like I said, my mood's been awful because of it, and I've been, obviously when you're in pain, you're horrible to people when you're in pain, and I have been trying really hard not to get really angry at the people around me and just try and act as normal as possible, but you can't cover it up all the time. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm not so upbeat this time, but I really have felt awful. Like I said, hopefully that's the end of it now. Lots of early nights and stuff, and try and keep stress at a minimum. But yeah, so that is week 3 of my Tysabri, a pretty horrible experience, but I hope it's nothing to do with the Tysabri. I guess only time will tell. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Hopefully I'll have some better news or something else to talk about soon. And you guys take care.